Sorry about that. I'll clip it together in a minute. I turned on my old Trails app. So, and I'll piece them together. But we already passed one boardwalk. I did bring one small bottle of water with me. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay out. There's another one of them trailheads. So they do mark them very well. And then, like I was saying a few minutes ago, I was just having a bad day, bad afternoon, bad evening. And usually when I'm in a negative mood, I try to do something fun, nice, something that I enjoy to turn that negative into something positive. Now you can tell where sometimes it gets a little muddy, and I'm not prepared fully for this. Like I said, I'm in flip-flops. That looks fresh. Let's weeble wobble across this. Now this section, you're not allowed to hunt. Again, there's another trail marker on them trees so you know where you're at. I may or may not complete this. I might come back tomorrow when I know I have more daylight. And I'm by myself. I only brought one small bottle of water with me, which is fine. It's always so fresh and calming out here, being out here in nature. I kind of like it. Next time I'll bring my GoPro. Boy, today I can't talk straight. Okay, it looks like we are coming up to a split. It looks like we can go either way. There's a marker there, and a marker here that says trail, and then back to the parking lot. I'm gonna follow that one. Got the feeling I might have should have went the other way. Should have brought the map with me. Didn't bring the map with me. Water puddle. You know what? I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back the other way where I saw the hiking people. Actually, I see another tree. You know, people, I'm sorry. I don't know what way I want to go today. Let's stay on this one for now. Like I said, I'm not planning on staying out here very long. Now, it did say it was a 1.2 mile loop. I may be careful of this little mud over here. You can tell where older big tractors came through to fix everything. Yeah, I'm on the right track. It has another boardwalk. The other way probably would have took me longer. But that's okay. We'll do the longer one another time. That other trail probably would have took me around what looks like this circle. No, not even a circle. So here's the boardwalk that we're coming up to. Like I said, this used to be really raggedy. I like the fact they put the handrails here, so it looks like it can be Hungryland accessible. Looks like somebody left something there. Looks like some sort of marker. I'll take a picture of that. If anybody knows how to read that, please translate it for me, please, in the comments below, if you don't mind. About a year ago, my son and I were, or was it 2 years ago? It was a while ago. It was cool. It was winter here in South Florida. Yes, South Florida does have winter. I want to say maybe it was 30, 40, 50 degrees, somewhere in there. And my son and I were going to come out here and walk it because it was good exercise. And when we got here, they had it trained off. So we walked a little bit of the Florida Trail, Ocean to Lake Trail. I went back to the car. My son went a little further. Then he turned around. But we are in March and it's been hitting about 70, 80 degrees. They did a really nice job on this boardwalk, I think. Like I said, the last time we came through here, let me tell you, when I say it was ready, it was ready. And my son has good balance. And with some of the planks, he was worried of falling through. Oh, I'm sorry, little bird. You can still smell some of the burnt brush that they burned through here. But I'm sure they did some other burns to fix all this. Now they used to have markers along here throughout telling you, I think, a little bit about the trees, the cypress stuff, all that good stuff. But I haven't spotted anything. Maybe they decided not to put them back up. I don't know. And like I said, I might not complete this. I do have a headlamp with me and a whistle. And like I said, one small bottle of water. So like I said, I wanted to turn a negative into the positive. My negative started this morning because I tried to make an appointment at the DMV down here, but for whatever reason it wasn't letting me do it. I should have had my son-in-law help me. But me being me and me being stubborn, I kept procrastinating. I kept trying this, that, and the other thing, and didn't go through. So finally today, I was telling one of my friends, I go, look, I gotta get this taken care of because it expires on my birthday this year. So I went straight over to the DMV office that was from my house. I'll say maybe 6 minutes from my house, if that. And I was hoping to be able to walk right in, but when Corbett came through, they started making people do appointments. Well, me thinking maybe that was over and I can just walk in and do it. Got there right when they were open. My first clue should have been there was a security officer outside letting people go in a few at a time for whatever reason. I don't even know. I explained to him my situation. He goes, would you like somebody to help him? I did explain to him that I tried making an appointment online, but I wasn't getting nowhere. So he's like, all right, go over to that window. They'll help you. I thought, okay, maybe they'll let me right in. Like I said, I'm thinking, okay, maybe they'll just let me right in and do what I need to do, get it done, so I can get it done early enough. My birthday is April 12th. This is what, March 25th, 26th. So, lady gave me an appointment. However, here's where my negative day started. The appointment she gave me is 7 days after my driver's license expires. And I said to her, ma'am, do you not see that and I'm trying to be respectful and polite, I'm trying to keep it together, but I said, ma'am, do you not see that my driver's license expires on the 12th? That's another part of the boardwalk. Pretty. I go, so you're giving me an appointment 7 days. 7 days after my driver's license expires. What would you like me to do if for whatever reason law enforcement stops me? Are you going to pay my ticket if I hand him an expired driver's license? She looked at me dumbfounded and says to her coworker, what do we do in this situation? Well, they gave me, I couldn't quite hear what her coworker said. I'm having hearing issues. I have tendonitis in both ears. My right ear is usually worse. So she looked at me and she actually looked down first. I go, excuse me, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you look at me? I now understand why my hearing impaired deaf friends have an issue with people with mustaches, beards, full facial hair, on why they have a hard time. This is really nice. I'm gonna take a break for a minute, but yeah. So I said to her, "Can you look at me when you're speaking to me? I'm having a hearing issue." And I told her, I go, I have tendonitis, so please look at me when you're speaking to me. And I had to say that 2 to 3 times before she actually did what I asked. And she printed up this temporary license/permit thing. I'm keeping it in my vehicle. So I have it with me. And said, this is good for 30 days. If you get stopped for whatever reason, just show it to the officer. I'm like, okay. So that gave me a little bit of peace of mind. I was still frustrated at that point, but I figured let me do the adult thing, take my little temporary permit, and head back. Went home, got online with my Facebook friend, my best friend, and told him what was going on. And he goes, was that at that particular DMV? I go, apparently all of them you have down here in South Florida, you have to make appointments now. Well, he said where he's at in Marion County, all you got to do is just walk in. I go, well, they don't do that down here. You got to make an appointment. So my plan B is possibly to go up to Ocala, Florida, probably tomorrow after my son gets off work. Go up to his place, stay a night or two. That way, Wednesday morning, we can go up there and get my driver's license renewed so I don't have to wait until the 19th of April. However, I did ask him, are you sure we are not going to have any issues with that? Because Marion County, Palm Beach County. My driver's license is here in Palm Beach County. All I need to do is a renewal. He's saying, no problem. He had to go somewhere, didn't ask where he went, but he called back again when he got home. And so he called back and just said I had to bring my driver's license, because down here, I don't know about the other states, but down here in South Florida, you have to have what they call the real ID, where you got that little gold star in the upper right-hand corner of your driver's license. And they said, from what he said, they explained to him that for whatever reason, when I did a change of address, I must have done it online years ago. And maybe that's why I couldn't do it online, because I did try renewing my driver's license online. Again, I'm not computer savvy. That's probably where I should have had my son-in-law help me. But I didn't. So I couldn't get through. And then it said renewal was not eligible. And he's telling me this is what the person he spoke to told him. Maybe that was the reason why. I trust him, so I sent him a picture of my driver's license. I go, look, see, I have that gold star you're talking about. Yada, yada, yada. He goes, if you don't want to wait until the 19th, just come on up. We'll get it done here. So I might do that. I told him I will shoot him a text at some point tomorrow and let him know if I'm definitely going to come up tomorrow or that it wait. Call me pessimistic, negative, whatever, but I got a feeling when I do this, I'm going to run into another problem, which means I just did a 5-hour drive to get something taken care of that's not going to get taken care of. So let's keep my fingers crossed. Help me out here, people, fam, my YouTube fans, my Instagram fans, everybody. Help me keep my fingers crossed that everything, cross yours too, that everything goes smoothly. If I decide to go up there, I might walk a little bit further and then I'm going to turn around. It's getting that time of the evening where I try not to be too loud, but I'm Italian, so I forget. Kind of hoping something comes wandering about. But look at that. I got a plant similar to that growing in my house with that very same red flower. But yeah, so I'm hoping it goes smooth if I decide to go up there. Like I said, call me pessimistic, but I don't know. I'm going to turn this back around because I'm worried that if we do happen to see an animal out here, if I have the camera facing on me, we're going to miss it. And I still got to tell you the story about my dentures. I don't even want to get into that right now because I'm getting out of my negative mood. I'm getting back to being positive. So I might walk this a little further. Like I said, I do have a headlamp with me. So this was a last minute decision. So I think I'm gonna probably turn around in the next turn or two and head back to the car. I love being out in nature. It's like my serenity, my solitude. It calms me down, turns my negatives into positives. I gotta look at the map again to see how long this goes. But yeah, so that was my adventure today. I'm gonna go a little further. I know I keep saying that, but I'm actually gonna go a little further, and I'm gonna turn around and head out. Head back to my car and head home. Being that I'm out of my negative frame of mind. Like I said, they did a really nice job on this boardwalk. I think I'll see, well, my son works tomorrow. I'll see if I can get him to come out here with me over the weekend when he's not working. And like I said, it starts getting dark around 7:30, 8 o'clock now. And I'll take a look at that map that I left in the car. Ooh. That scared the bejesus out of me. Sorry I interrupted you fishing. Isn't that beautiful though? You must have been fishing here. Sorry guys, didn't mean to do that. So, hope they accepted my apology. At least we got to see some birds. I might turn around at this bench area here. I think that was the bird back there. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and head back to my car because it is getting kind of late. And I think this boardwalk leads into Hungryland somewhere. So I'm gonna turn around now. You know, while I still have daylight. Like I said, I do have my headlamp with me. I check it every so often to make sure my batteries are good. I think the last time I changed them was about 6 months, maybe a year ago. And I check them once a month. Just to make sure they're working. And that way I know if I need to change the batteries or not. There might have been little fish or something in here that they might have been eating, or maybe they were taking a bath. I'm sure that sound we heard was the sound the birds make. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the car. I'll probably come out here again. Tomorrow is Saturday. And actually take a nice walk through here. I'll see if one of my hunting buddies wants to come with me. We came through here yesterday because he was scouting somewhere to hunt, because I believe it's the 18th. It's spring turkey season. So Thursday we took a drive out here and we saw a 4-point buck. He looked about 2 years old. A raccoon. And when we were leaving the area where I used to have my hunting blind and where he has his tree stand, we saw 2 turkeys. We think one was a goblin or a bearded turkey. I think the other was a hen, but I couldn't get my camera out in time to take a good picture. They ran fast. You're gonna need mosquito spray when you're out here. I'm starting to get bitten up, so I'm kind of glad I'm turned around. So if you ever come to the J.W. Corbett area, this boardwalk is across from the youth camp, and you'll have your boardwalk trail, and then on the other side you'll have your Ocean to Lake trail. I did a very small section of that. My son did a small section of that, but that was in the summer. Sometimes trying to do a hike in South Florida is not the best time to do a hike, because it gets so hot. But yeah, the sun is setting, so I'm glad I turned around. Like I said, I wasn't worried. I'm familiar with this. Wanted to check it out. Wanted to turn my negative into a positive, which I did, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, like I said, being out in nature is my tranquility. Not sure if that's the right word, but it does calm me down. Turns all my negative things into positive. And like I said, even though I have a headlamp, I don't want to be out here in the dark. Look at that tree. Look at that red on that tree. That's interesting. And that up there might be a bird's nest. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm sorry this is a long video, but I'll do a better one tomorrow or over the weekend. Provided I'm not up in Ocala, which I might still go up there tomorrow after I get my son from work. Because my thought process is, the sooner I get my driver's license done, renewed, I don't have to worry about it for another, 7 to 10 years? Whatever. And then next year I gotta take my son to get his ID renewed. So I'll make sure I'll make an appointment for that, even if I gotta get my son-in-law or my daughter to help me with that. I was having such difficulties. And like I said, I get frustrated with technology quite a bit, you know, and then I'm a visual learner. And then there's times with me being said visual learner. Got to show me a couple of times before it sinks in. So Again, there's some more of these markers, so they did really do a nice job marking these trails. I'm very impressed, or marking this boardwalk, I should say. But like I said, it's really peaceful out here. And then what I'll do is I'll take a picture of the map. I do have an updated map in my car, so I'll grab that and I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it in the comments below, or I'll put a link below. So you all, in case you are ever in this area and want to check it out. Like I said, I would put the camera back on me, but with my luck, and I keep forgetting to keep my voice low, with my luck, that would probably, when we would see a deer or something running through out here. But at least we got to see those birds. Now those white birds, I believe they're sandhill crane or ibis. If anybody knows that particular species of birds, please put the comments below. Sometimes I will post a picture on my iNaturalist site, and I can usually find a picture of that flower, that bird, that fruit on there. And I want to say, for me at least, it's always been 80 to 95% accurate. If I can't find what I'm looking for, people do comment what it is with the corresponding picture. This had to be a woodpecker that did this, guys. Look at that tree. That had to be a woodpecker. See if I can get a little bit closer. Isn't that interesting? Let's take a picture of that too. And then these are fading out, but I've been seeing, I guess they're daisies or dandelions or something. I've been seeing them in pink, lavender, purple, white. My son's gonna be so happy that they opened this back up, by the way. He's my hiking buddy. He's my hiking buddy, my kayak buddy, paddleboard buddy, my explorer, my adventurer, my partner in crime, so to speak. I think a lizard ran by really quick. But yeah, I didn't do the whole boardwalk. I'll do that either tomorrow after I get back, like I said, from dropping my son off at work, or over the weekend. I'll do it earlier in the morning, hopefully before it gets too hot. Somebody left a black marker out there. Just looking to see if there is any tracks, but I don't see anything. Those birds did scare the bejesus out of me. But that's okay. But like I keep saying, repetitive. Sorry for being repetitive, but they did a really nice job on this boardwalk. I'm very impressed. And like I said, my mood is feeling better. I'm back into positive. I love positives. I might have to stop, take another break, drink some more water. Look at the cypress stumps. Bit of a stagnant water, but I guess the deer and the hogs and the gators like them. Like it, I don't know, maybe it tastes good to them. That sounded like it might have been a frog. Little itty bitty froggy. A froggy. I still gotta get I gotta look it up again. My hiking association trail decal stick on my car. I haven't done that yet. And it's like a donation of whatever you choose. I think the lowest was $30. I forget what the higher one was. But it had several prices on there. But believe it's good for a year or good for a lifetime. I gotta double check that, but I will find that link and I'll again put that comment below. And again, if anybody knows, my Spanish speaking friends, if anybody knows what that says, please put it in the comments below. Maybe it was for one of the trail association people or a hiker. I don't know. When I come back out here, I'll probably go around the other way. It probably loops all the way around. We'll find out when I come out again. Bear with me while I cross this little mucky pile thing. I should have grabbed my triggering post from the car. But then if I did, I wouldn't have been able to video this. So, if you see me slip and fall and bust my butt, it's okay to laugh because I'll already be laughing at myself. That's really did want to prescribe burns. Now, if any of you decide to come out and do the Ocean to Lake Trail, like I said, turkey season in the JW Corbett area should be done by April 18th. I'll double check the dates. Archery season does not start back up until the 28th. So if you decide to come out here during hunting season, please be mindful of the hunters. In most cases during archery season, you do not have to wear an orange vest or hat. But me personally, as a hunter and a hiker, I recommend wearing it. And it's just a recommendation, suggestion. You do what you want. You all are adults. But I know I wouldn't want to be mistaken for dinner. And I would not want to mistake somebody else for dinner. So we're going to go back out that way. I'll show you again. if I come out tomorrow, I'll probably go that loop there, and walk around. I'll probably have to make sure I have my trekking poles with me. And then there's a sign that to go back to the parking lot, or you can continue on the trail. I am not sure if that goes to the ocean or lake, but I know they expanded it. Supposedly it goes out to Hungryland somewhere. So I'll look at that map, double check it, take pictures, and I'll put it in the comment below, or I'll put the link down below in the comment section. Now, my other boo-boo that I did make was I didn't put my ID in my, let me turn this around. I didn't put my little ID in my little green bag there. This is a little watering bowl for when I bring my dogs with me. Or my dog and then my daughter's dog. So that was a boo-boo on my part. But, law enforcement can access my phone and at least get my name and my emergency contact. So that was a big no-no on my part. Always carry ID with you, because you don't know if something's going to happen, especially when you're out here in a wildlife management area. Another little monkey thing. That looks like deer. That looks fresh. He must have came through after we went by. I'll go around this way. That way I'm not walking through that mud. But I'll check my All Trails app once I turn it off. I think we were out here 10 minutes, 15, 20 tops. Again, very well marked trees. And they do the same markings for the Ocean and Lake Trail. Not sure what that is. And on the Ocean to Lake, those markers are blazing orange. And they might be low head height. I'm about 5'2", but they do have them about my height and higher up. So they're easily visible. Like I said, I would turn the camera back on me, but that might be when an animal will come by. That looks like a deer track. That looks pretty fresh. So maybe an animal came through when I passed. But yeah, don't do what I did today and leave your ID in the car. Bring it with you in case something happens. Or something identifying who you are and who to contact. I wasn't too worried because I knew I wasn't going to do the entire boardwalk. And like I said, law enforcement, I'm pretty positive they know how to access, unlock, whatever, my phone to see who they have to call. My daughter is my emergency contact. Here's the boardwalk we came in when we first came in. Um, just got a notification for Old Trails letting me know that my hike, afternoon walk, whatever you want to call it, is still being recorded, but I'll stop that when I get back to my car. The other thing about my phone is if for whatever reason, especially with the newer phones, I have the Apple iPhone 14 Max Pro, and if I'm in an area with no signal, I'll get that little SOS, and then I can aim it up to the sky, and I can get a satellite, and if I need help, I can send a text message to 911 that way. So they can get me help. Now, if you are ever hiking, especially if you're alone, which quite a few of my more, avid hikers that do hike alone, you know, they have extra precautions. They have those little Garmin things that has the SOS button on the side where you can still communicate, whatever. I want to get one of those one day. Might see about getting one in the next couple of months. They range from, last I checked, they range from, $100 to $700, I think it was. But it had a lot of fancy features and functions and what have you. You know, me, I would just probably get the basics. Some of them made by Garmin. I don't know if you can see it here from here, but there's a little bit of a building there. I believe that's the outhouse or the stand for the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever, youth camp people. But yeah, getting back to the Garmin, some of them require a cell phone plan. I don't know if it's the one you have to get specifically through them or if it lines up with your phone. I don't remember exactly how that works. I'll have to check into it again when I get ready to buy. Now, I could go that way and around, but we're going to go in the way I came in. We're going to go out the way I came in, I should say. And then I'll walk over to where the ocean to Lake Trail is so y'all can see that. And then I'll bring up from my Old Trails app how far we actually walked. So, thank you for coming with me on my little hiking thing. Adventure. Thank you for helping me get into a better mood. So like I said, we started here, and apparently it's a 1.2 mile loop. So if I had continued the loop, yeah, where I started, there was a split. And then I think I stopped somewhere in here to drink some water. And then again here to drink some water. So either way I went, it would have did a big loop. I think it was somewhere in here where we saw them birds. I'll take a picture of that as well. So I think it would have took about an hour to fully complete it. Hour, maybe hour and a half, depending on how you pace your walk. I don't know. I'm not a fast walker, so me, it probably would have took me hour and a half, maybe 45, maybe an hour and 45. I'll call it 2 hours just to be on the safe side. Let me show you this. This is gonna add more steps or whatever to my all trails thing, but that's okay. If I went the other way, it would have took us out that way, which would have been fine. This was that kiosk that we saw that I pointed out today. Make sure there's no critters in there. Oh, that's cool. Somebody left paper in there for your trash. But here is this. And then this side goes, I don't know how well you can see it, but goes into Dupuis Reserve. Let you know where you are. You know, all the way over there. And like obviously they got their kiosk painted blue. I guess they changed the paint color because it used to be orange. As you know, foot traffic only. A lot of these trailheads will have these little books that you can put your name and phone number and stuff on. But this looks fresh. There's another one on that tree that is blue. Let's walk up this a little bit. I'm not gonna go too far. But they used to be orange, so I'll investigate this another day. They might have changed the color a little bit. Let me go to where it's a little bit more open. Doesn't look too wet through here right now. I'm not going to go much further because I do not have anything to defend myself if I spook an animal. So if I end up talking a little louder, it's just so the animals will know I'm here. Yeah, I'll come check this out another day. Because they might have changed the colors. Like I said, that's blue. They used to be orange through here. But I'll walk it another day. I'm not doing it now. It's getting late. It's getting dark. I'm not prepared. I do not have any weapons of choice to defend myself if I had to. You know, when I do hunt for food. Not for fun or for the quote trophy hunt. I don't know what you want to call it. Other than that, the only wildlife shooting I do is what I'm doing now with my phone, my GoPro camera, what have you. But, my friends, with that being said, there is my car over there. That's my little Jeep. I'm gonna go over to my car, get myself together, sit for a minute, gather my breath, what have you. My wrist really hurts. And I'm gonna head home. So, yeah, unlock that so I can put my stuff in the back. Yeah, I always keep a whistle in my car for these last minute decisions. Look at these benches they put for the youth. There's some on this side, some on that side. I think they do camping on that side as well. Let me show you this outhouse real quick. Obviously, sorry it's not very clean, but obviously this is the men's side, and obviously the women's side look a little bit better. A little bit, not much, but that's bothering me. I don't want to pick it up, I don't have any gloves with me. But yeah, that's what those look like. But yeah, I always keep a whistle or two in my car for these last minute decisions. I always bring, I keep Gatorade. I gotta restock. I usually keep a couple of bottles of Gatorade and water in here. Don't mind my little mini vac. I gotta clean my car again. But yeah, Gatorade water, I gotta restock. But let me just put you like that for now. Hope you guys can see me. So these things kind of always stay in my car. Let me get my water out. I'm thirsty. A little bottle of water. I would have ran out if I decided to complete that trail. And I always keep, like I said whistle. This is a little bowl that I can put water in when I have my dog or dogs with me. My headlamp, I keep two. And like I said, I check them both about once a month to make sure they're working. So I can judge if I need to change the battery or not. Let me show you where I keep it hanging in my car. For anyone that has a handicap placard, they do have at least one handicap spot. I have a handicap spot, but not a handicap spot. I have a handicap placard as well, but as you saw, I did not use it today. I didn't feel the need for it. So here is one headlamp. Here is my other headlamp. Let me go back and get my water. Hang on, peeps. Sorry I got you guys upside down for now. Okay, hang on, peeps. Bear with me, please. I hope you all don't have vertigo like I do. Let me attach my keys back to my handbag. Now, I had this one in the back. I probably got to replace my string on this one. But this one is also a whistle, but it also has a compass. And I also have a few matches in here, you know, in case I need to start a fire. But I had this in the bag. Let me show you where I had it. So I always keep at least 1 or 2 whistles in my vehicle. So that one is right there next to my hiking boots. I'll show you where this one goes in a second. That way I can always remember to grab it. And I'm also going to start my car because I'm sweaty now. So will you stay there? Yes, you will. Let me put this back on my rearview mirror and I'll show you how that looks. So that's hanging there on my rearview mirror. This does work. No, I am not advertising for Ford, but that does work, and then it lights up. Oh, that feels good. But yeah, let me start my car. Again, sorry for such a long video. Thank you for coming with me on my little hiking adventure to get myself in a better mood. I'm gonna go home. Take a shower, relax. And the plus side is I have anxiety, so now that I did my little walk, I won't have to take my anxiety medication tonight. And I'll post this little map in the comments below. So again, thank you for joining me on my little adventure. Thank you for watching my process and getting myself into a better, happier mood. And I'll catch you on the next adventure. Bye.